Hollywood may seem like a world of glamour and perfection, but behind the scenes, things aren't always as they appear. Today, we're diving into the shocking experiences of celebrities who faced harassment on set. Some endured ruthless directors, while others had to deal with disturbing encounters. These are the stories of stars who suffered behind the camera. Let's get started. Tippi Hedren. Tippi Hedren, best known for her role in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, 1963, endured a harrowing experience on set that would later become one of Hollywood's most infamous stories of abuse of power. According to Hedren, Hitchcock became obsessively controlling over her, allegedly subjecting her to sexual harassment and ensuring that no male actors or crew members interacted with her. His possessiveness reportedly escalated to the point where he deliberately sabotaged her career after she rejected his advances. The filming of The Birds itself was particularly brutal for Hedren. She was promised that mechanical birds would be used in the film's climax, only to find herself bombarded by real, aggressive birds for days, leading to exhaustion and injury. The psychological toll of working under Hitchcock lingered for years, but Hedren ultimately found the courage to speak out about her experiences, revealing the dark side of one of Hollywood's most revered directors. Despite her struggles, she continued acting and became an advocate for animal rights, leaving behind a legacy of resilience both on and off the screen. Maria Schneider. Maria Schneider's traumatic experience during the filming of Last Tango in Paris, 1972, remains one of the most controversial moments in Hollywood history. At just 19 years old, she starred opposite Marlon Brando in what was supposed to be a groundbreaking film, but behind the scenes, she endured immense emotional distress. Years later, Schneider revealed that a now infamous scene involving a stick of butter was not in the script and was sprung upon her without prior consent. Director Bernardo Bertolucci admitted in an interview that he and Brando conspired to keep Schneider unaware of the scene's full details, aiming for a real reaction. This betrayal left Schneider deeply traumatized, and she later struggled with substance abuse and mental health issues, never fully recovering from the violation she experienced on set. She spoke out about the exploitation she faced, calling Hollywood a ruthless industry that often sacrificed young actors for the sake of art. Her story became a crucial moment in discussions about consent in filmmaking, sparking debates on the ethics of directors wielding unchecked power over vulnerable performers. Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall's performance in The Shining, 1980, is widely regarded as one of the most emotionally raw portrayals of fear ever captured on film, but the process of creating that performance came at an extreme cost. Director Stanley Kubrick, known for his perfectionism and psychological manipulation, reportedly subjected Duvall to extreme mental strain throughout the shoot. He isolated her from the cast and crew, forced her to do exhausting takes of emotionally demanding scenes, infamously making her redo the baseball bat scene 127 times, and kept her in a constant state of distress. The stress took a visible toll on Duvall, leading to severe exhaustion, dehydration, and hair loss. While Kubrick's techniques resulted in an iconic performance, many critics and industry professionals have since questioned the ethics of his treatment of Duvall. After The Shining, her career never fully recovered, and she withdrew from the public eye, struggling with mental health issues. In later interviews, Duvall revealed the long-term damage caused by her experience, serving as a cautionary tale about the sacrifices often demanded of actors in the name of artistic vision. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford was one of the most iconic actresses of Hollywood's golden age, known for her striking presence and powerful performances. However, her career was plagued by persistent rumors that refused to fade. One of the most scandalous allegations was that in the early days of her career, Crawford had appeared in an adult film. This rumor followed her for decades, threatening to tarnish her reputation. Some claimed that MGM, the studio that propelled her to stardom, actively worked to suppress the film's existence, allegedly buying and destroying copies to protect their rising star. Despite her strong denials, the whispers never truly disappeared, resurfacing throughout her career whenever she was at the height of success. Crawford's personal life also attracted controversy. Her tumultuous relationships, her controlling nature, and later the explosive claims made by her adopted daughter in Mommy Dearest only added to her legacy as one of Hollywood's most controversial figures. Gable. Clark Gable, the king of Hollywood, was beloved for his suave charm and rugged masculinity. However, behind the dashing smile lay an unpleasant secret: his poor dental hygiene. It was widely reported that Gable suffered from severe halitosis, which made filming intimate scenes with him challenging for his co-stars. The most famous example came from Vivien Leigh, his on-screen partner in Gone with the Wind. Leigh reportedly despised their kissing scenes, allegedly complaining about the overpowering odor of his breath. Despite his impeccable grooming and tailored appearance, Gable had significant dental issues, having lost many of his teeth at a young age. To compensate, he wore dentures, but they reportedly failed to eliminate the problem completely. Still, his undeniable charisma and star power overshadowed these issues, securing his place as one of Hollywood's greatest leading men. Judy Garland. Judy Garland, the talented yet tragic star of The Wizard of Oz, had a life filled with immense highs and devastating lows. While she mesmerized audiences with her voice and presence, her life behind the scenes was far from a fairy tale. MGM, the studio that controlled her career, allegedly forced her into a cycle of drug dependency from an early age. To keep her weight down, she was reportedly given diet pills, and to maintain her energy for long filming schedules, she was prescribed amphetamines. Barbiturates were used to help her sleep, creating an addiction that haunted her for the rest of her life. On the set of The Wizard of Oz, she also faced mistreatment. Some reports claim that she was harassed by the actors playing the Munchkins, while others suggest that studio executives constantly belittled her, calling her unattractive and pressuring her to maintain an unrealistic body image. This early trauma shaped her lifelong struggle with addiction and self-esteem, ultimately leading to her tragic and untimely death. Nikolas. Nikolas gained fame in the early 2000s, especially for her role in the TV series Zoe 101. However, behind the scenes, she faced significant bullying that deeply impacted her career. Nikolas spoke out about being repeatedly targeted by co-star Jamie Lynn Spears and other cast members. This bullying created a tense and hostile work environment, leading to emotional distress for the young actress. Nikolas shared her experiences in social media posts and interviews, shedding light on the mistreatment she endured. Her brave decision to speak up ignited important conversations about workplace bullying and the mistreatment of young actors in Hollywood. She highlighted how these negative experiences affected her mental health and professional life, leaving long-lasting scars. The situation revealed the darker side of the entertainment industry, particularly in how young actors, especially women, are treated on set. Nikolas's story served as a wake-up call for the industry to examine its treatment of young talent and create safer and more respectful work environments. Diaz. Cameron Diaz was one of Hollywood's most beloved stars with a long and successful career. However, years later, Diaz opened up about her early years in the industry, revealing some uncomfortable truths. She discussed the layers of inappropriateness she faced on film sets, referring to a time when there were few safeguards against harassment. Diaz recalled how she was subjected to various forms of mistreatment, some of which were normalized at the time. As a young woman in Hollywood, she was often forced to navigate an environment where boundaries were not respected, and her experiences became a part of the larger conversation about sexual harassment in the industry. Diaz emphasized how these early years in her career shaped her view of the entertainment world, calling for greater awareness and changes in how women are treated. She also pointed out that these issues were often overlooked and dismissed by those in power, leading to an unsafe work environment for many young women in the industry. Diaz's openness about her struggles contributed to the growing movement to protect women and ensure that their voices are heard. Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale, a renowned Hollywood actress, has had a distinguished career marked by both critical success and personal challenges. Throughout her career, Beckinsale encountered several instances of sexual harassment and mistreatment, which she later revealed in interviews. These experiences were particularly difficult for her as she navigated a male-dominated industry where speaking out was not always met with support. Beckinsale discussed how some of the harassment occurred at the hands of male co-stars and how speaking up about these inappropriate behaviors often led to her being ostracized. She found herself in situations where she was isolated and alienated for simply addressing the issues she faced. Despite these challenges, Beckinsale bravely shared her story, calling for a more respectful and supportive environment for women in Hollywood. Her revelations sparked wider conversations about the need for systemic change in the industry, focusing on holding individuals accountable for their actions and creating safer spaces for everyone. Beckinsale's courage to speak out empowered others to do the same, contributing to a larger movement for gender equality in entertainment. Blake Lively. Blake Lively, a rising star in Hollywood, found herself at the center of a major controversy in 2020 when she filed a lawsuit against director Justin Baldoni. Lively accused Baldoni of sexual harassment and emotional distress during the filming of the movie It Ends With Us. She described how his actions left her feeling traumatized and unsafe on set. The lawsuit was a pivotal moment in Lively's career, as she chose to publicly address the mistreatment she faced in the entertainment industry. This legal battle highlighted the deep-rooted issues of harassment that still persist in Hollywood, and Lively's decision to speak out was part of a larger movement for greater accountability. She revealed the emotional toll that this experience took on her and how it affected her trust in the industry. Lively's actions were seen as a bold stand for the rights of women in Hollywood, urging for better protection and respect for female actors. The case also brought attention to the importance of creating a safe and inclusive environment for everyone working in the entertainment industry, challenging the status quo and calling for meaningful changes. Behind Hollywood's dazzling facade, dark stories lurk in the shadows. Today, we uncovered the painful experiences of celebrities who were harassed on set. Do you think these incidents get enough attention, or are there still more untold stories? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more. See you in the next video.